Morning, Garrett. Are you ready for the science fair? Well, first off, teachers, you have to pass out this handout with this on the front and this on the back. To begin filling this form, you're going to start with your MLA heading. That's the Modern Language Association. First, you're going to start with your name, then your teacher's name, the subject, then the period, and the date. Next, you're going to label this form Science Technology Fair. Disregard this. This is a grading key. This is for your teachers. In other words, this is going to be a grade. Next, as you can see, this is a concept map, and the first of the concepts are the branches of science. And so right here you're going to put kinds. Next, it's what these branches study. Biology studies life. Chemistry studies matter. Earth science studies the earth and the universe around it. Physics studies forces. Next, you're going to label who these classes are taught by. Biology is taught by Mrs. Mahler and Mr. Tuttle. Chemistry is taught by Mr. Paris, but Ms. Whipper-Black and Mr. Rasmussen teach physical science, which gives students an understanding of both chemistry and physics, which we'll get to a little later. Earth science is taught by Mr. Rasmussen, and physics is taught by Mr. Spano. And again, Ms. Whipper-Black and Mr. Rasmussen teach physical science. The second half of the Science and Technology Fair are the Garrett Technologies. These clusters are construction, manufacturing and transportation, and services. In the construction cluster, there's masonry, carpentry, plumbing, air conditioning and heating, and electricity. Masonry's instructor is Mr. Wilson. The instructor for the carpentry class is Mr. Budget. As you can see, plumbing has no instructor. And air conditioning and heating's instructor is Mr. Nibbs. Electricity's instructor is Mr. Kerr. The next cluster is the manufacturing and transportation. In this cluster, there's automotive, drafting, electronics, metal fabrication, welding, computer networking, automotive collision repair, and pre-engineering. Automotive's instructor is Mr. Johnson. Drafting's instructor is Ms. Phillips. The instructor for the electronics technology is Mr. Bates. Metal fabrication's instructor is Mr. Norris. The instructor for the welding technology is Mr. Russell. Computer networking's instructor is Mr. Popdan. Automotive collision repairs instructor is Mr. Branch. And the instructor for pre-engineering is Mr. Pierce. The next cluster is the services cluster. This covers cosmetology, culinary arts, early childhood, graphic communications, health science, and marketing and tourism. Cosmetology's instructors are Mrs. Jordan and Miss Ridgway. The instructor for culinary arts is Chef Boyness. The instructor for early childhood is Miss Wigfall. Graphic communications instructor is Mrs. Smith. The instructors for health science are Miss Lawson and Miss I can't pronounce her name. How do you pronounce her name? Gotznar. The instructor for marketing and tourism is Mr. Secrets. On the flip side of this is a list of the science and technology exhibits. Now what you have to do in this section right here, you have to list the names of the students presenting the exhibits. Now you only have to do 10 of the 32 exhibits. And on this side, you're going to list the title of science concept or problem that's displayed by the exhibit. Now, for the scoring of this, the scoring system has changed, teachers. There will be 50 points given for them completing this side of the worksheet. The other 50 will be accumulated on this side. They will get 5 points for each entry. I hope this has been informative and has prepared you for the Science and Technology Fair. Again, teachers, take your students into the senior courtyard entrance to the gym. See you there. Turn it off.